What people don't know, what followers don't know, is as bloggers, you borrow pieces. So they would see Lamborghini lending me a car for a week and they're like, oh my God, he's like 23 and he's driving a Lamborghini, his kid's balling. That's not the case.
My name is Mahmoud Sidani. My friends call me Mood. I am the top men's fashion and lifestyle blogger for the Middle East. If ever I meet someone that doesn't know what a blogger is, I describe it as someone who has following that allows them to influence people. Brands work with me in order to help shape their opinions and shed a light on their products and their services. I'm from Beirut, Lebanon, but I grew up in Saudi Arabia. My mom works with NGOs around the Middle East, and my dad was heading research and development for an oil company in Saudi Arabia for 30 years. I moved to Dubai 6 years ago to be a buyer for Level Shoes, which is the biggest shoe store in the world, and introduced me to a lot of influential people who have really shaped the fashion industry. I was with them for 3 years until I decided to open a store. After I resigned, I realized that I wasn't ready. So I was stuck. I was like, what am I gonna do? At that point, I was approached by a brand who doesn't really fit with the Mr. Mood's brand. In order to get them off my back, I threw a ridiculous number at them. They're like, okay, we'll do it. And I was shocked. It's then that I realized that there is something here that hasn't been tapped into in terms of a men's blogger. To this day, there aren't many of us in comparison to how many there are in the female market. I do Barry's bootcamp 5 times a week. I then come back home, shower, have breakfast, and then day starts from fittings to photo shoots to meetings with brands. And then every day I try and make it a point to see my nieces and nephew. My family is my #1 supporter. My mom loved it from the get-go. She introduces herself as Mama Mood. It's really cute. And I'm like, Mom, that's not like saying you're like Beyonce's mother. I'm fortunate enough to have relationships with all major luxury brands. I'm very guilty when it comes to shoes. I have way too many.
Right now, it's the Dawn C's that I'm wearing. They're so simple, but they really stand out. We are about to go to a Nike event, followed by your event, and then yeah, we're gonna try and make it to the Caseta Bhutan as well. We have a busy day, so let's go.
I'm lucky enough to be at these events and see things ahead of their release day or get to do experiences. Like I think today we're customizing Nike shoes, which should be really cool. Don C just signed my Don C by Nike shoes. This is a really big deal. That's like getting Kanye to sign Yeezys for you. My proudest moments was last year. I was able to take my whole family on vacation to the Maldives. And this was on like a blogger's expense where the hotel was given to us for free, flights were given to us for free just because I would be tagging them. My dad got so upset with me on that trip because I wasn't enjoying the moment. I was too busy trying to get the shot. And he's like, enjoy it, take this in, you're in the Maldives. And that was an eye-opener. So now if I'm traveling and it is a sponsored hotel, I'll get the shots done in the first half of the day and then I'll get to enjoy the rest of my trip.
What are you changing now?
I'm just changing my top and then there's another top that goes on top of that. We gotta go to Dior and then change back into the previous outfit, head to the Louboutin and then I bid you farewell and cry a little.
What is unique about being a man fashion and lifestyle blogger and influencer in the Middle East?
You're somewhat categorized and put in a box. Not to say that they're limiting you, but they just have an image of what a male persona should be. When I first started, a lot of people were asking questions like, he's not like a lot of other guys. This is not what we're used to seeing. You get to really open up people's eyes and change their opinions to what should be accepted in terms of fashion. I've always wanted to be my own individual. I wanted to take things that a lot of guys wouldn't really wear and say, look, it could work. I'm not waiting for someone else to tell me that it looks good to think that it looks good.
I was bullied as a kid. I wasn't like the other boys. I wasn't into sports. I would rather talk about clothes. It's nothing to do with the Middle East. It's worldwide. People are so eager to categorize you. And when you don't fit into that box, that's just extra paperwork for them, so it pisses them off. That's why right now I'm so all about live the life you want to live and be happy, because at the end of the day, that relationship you have with yourself are the most important relationship you'll ever work on. I was broken until 3 years ago. It was only recently that I learned to heal myself. I was looking for the fame because I thought this would fill that void in me. When the fame came, I somewhat got uncomfortable with it at one point because I feel like it's a real invasion of privacy. But what I learned was all along I had the power to fill that void myself. It was was part of my journey to become a blogger. I don't claim to know it all, but I've learned a lot, and a lot of what I've learned can help others. Today I did everything that was on my to-do list. Tomorrow gotta come back to Seoul DXB in the afternoon and shoot some looks. It's just ongoing, it never stops. People think that blogging is just like you're just having fun. If you do it properly, it's actually a lot of work. Some days you do get tired, and some days you're like, do I want to keep doing this? Do I want to keep putting my life in the public eye and opening myself up for judgment? But you just need to think about why you started. I started doing this because I wanted to make a change. I wanted people to see me doing what I'm doing and see me doing my own thing and say, you know what? If he did it, then I can.
Do you think, in a way, you contributed to changing views in the Middle East about men's fashion?
I've definitely contributed something to changing opinions, for sure. I think everyone has. You have no idea how many times I've been stopped at the airport for random security checking because my name is Mahmoud. Or I'll like have a conversation with someone, I'll be in the States like, oh my god, you're Arab? Your English is perfect. It just shocks me that some people are not as educated with other parts in the world. It's a two-sided thing, it's not a one-sided thing. But I do hope that I'm changing the people's views. I want to leave this earth having said that I was here. Like I want to leave it better than how I found it.
Hey guys, we're
Did you know it's Hispanic Heritage Month?
No me diga.
For more Latino content, subscribe here.